Hello and welcome back to Walk Wild. Matt here, and I'm going to give you guys another kit list breakdown. This time I'm in a slightly different location. I'm in Canada and doing some backcountry hiking. This requires a lot of different equipment to what I've had back in the UK. The environment's a lot more dramatic, the conditions are a bit more dangerous and more extreme, and therefore you need to sort of pack differently. So right now we are in British Columbia. We're in McBride, as you can see, lovely valley below me. Lots of meandering rivers, the Fraser River that is, and there's actually an oxbow lake, which despite learning about that in year 5 geography, that's the first oxbow lake I've ever seen in my life. Anyway, that aside, I'm going to just give you a bit of a breakdown. So, this is my Berg house, the 24/7. You guys have probably seen me use this one before. It's my day hiking backpack, which I really like to use. So I'm just going to start on the outside. This is a Joby tripod, which I use for my Sony a6400, which is currently being filmed on, so you can't see. But I like having that with me so I can film me walking, that sort of thing. Water bottle, I always bring this with me. This is a Camelback Eddy. It's a litre, but you can use a bit more, a bit less. It's completely up to you because it's quite rainy. It's not hot at all today. I don't need loads of water. Now this is probably the first different item that I've never brought with on a hike before. This is Sabre Wild bear spray, right? So there are a lot of bears in Canada and British Columbia, black bears and grizzly bears, and you cannot go on a hike in the backcountry without bringing some kind of bear defense with you. We also have a bear gun with us, so that kind of fires sparks if a bear's farther away, but if a bear comes up close to you, this is the spray you need. Starting in the front pocket, got a little route map. It's quite basic, it's not an OS map, we just got that at the visitor centre. Got a notebook and some pens. I'm a travel writer after all, so I like to have that with me so I can make notes about things I see if we're stopping. Car keys, spare car keys. Got a head torch with me. This is a Black Diamond head torch. This is, again, I'm bringing more emergency equipment with me. Obviously, this is the daytime, so I don't really need this now, but you just never know. So you're going to notice that some of the things I bring in my pack are for, in a worst case scenario, if we got caught out on the mountain, if it was dark. This is waterproof. This is for using rock climbing and mountaineering, so it's really, really good for outdoor stuff. I've also got an emergency blanket, so if I was to fall in a lake or if I was to get stuck in a blizzard, this is basically could save your life, stop you getting hypothermia. It's very visible and it's got thermal lining in it to keep you warm. I have a spare compass. I don't actually have a map to go with this, an OS map, but I bring it with me in case I need to navigate. I know the vague geography of the area, so again, that's just as like a backup in case you need it. I have a water filter. This is a Sawyer water filter. I've used this for ages. It's great to bring on hikes. It means I can drink from streams and ponds and not worry about anything. And also means that isn't a limiting factor of just having 1 litre. I can get more along the way. Now this is a new bit of equipment and probably a lifesaver. So this is the Garmin InReach Mini. This is the first time I've ever used this, and I didn't really consider getting one until I came to Canada. It's a navigation device and tracker, and it has an SOS function, so it can link to the Iridium global network of satellites, and if I get in trouble, if I press the SOS, that can send out a signal and beam and save my life. And it also, you can track it online, it links to my phone, and it's a really pricey bit of equipment. I think this one was nearly $300, plus you have to pay subscription. So this isn't for everyone, but because I'm doing so much outdoor hiking, I thought it was worth bringing with me and purchasing for this trip because I'm going to be doing so many adventures. That is all in that pocket. In here I've got a waterproof bag. This is for my camera again that's being filmed on. I just like to have that in case I need to, if it starts raining, keep things waterproof. I have a down jacket. This is really good because it compacts up nice and small. This is a Solomon one, and just fits in my bag, and it's that extra warm layer in case the temperature does drop if we're climbing up into the snow line. I have some waterproof winter gloves. I have waterproof trousers. I'll show you what I'm wearing in a second, but hiking trousers but these are that extra layer of waterproofing which can make such a difference to stop you getting hypothermia if it's snowing or raining. I have a snood to go on my neck, and I have a spare pair of gloves. These are pretty useless because they're not waterproof and they're quite thin, but they're just good to bring in case I need an inner liner for those as well. So that's everything I'm carrying in this equipment, and I'll show you what I'm wearing because that's probably quite important as well. So this is a Patagonia waterproof jacket. It's not actually Gore-Tex because that's a patented brand, but it's the Patagonia version, so it's still a really good waterproof jacket. And then, as is important, you need to layer. So under that I'm wearing a North Face fleece, and if I get extra cold, that down jacket can obviously fit in here as well. And then under that I'm wearing an ordinary t-shirt. I do have a sort of outdoor hiking t-shirt, but I'm not wearing that today. I also have a base layer, but I'm not wearing that today. And then I am wearing these hiking trousers, which are from Volcom. So those are really good. They're water resistant, not waterproof, but they're tear resistant and they're quite warm as well. Then I've got on just a pair of hiking socks, and these are my Ultra Lone Peak 5.0 trail running shoes. Because we're on a trail today, it's not super rainy or snowy at the minute. These are fantastic, and I love Ultra Lone Peak, so you guys know that already, I mention it a lot. Couple things that I don't have with me, which is probably worth mentioning, just in case you are wondering. I don't have any snacks or food with me today because I have literally just eaten, and the hike isn't going to be that long. Can bring snacks with you. I also don't have any gaiters or crampons in case I was going to go into snow. That's one other extra thing I could bring. Other than that, I kind of have everything I need, a lot of emergency equipment, but there are a few extra items I could bring, and those are examples of them. So that's everything, guys. I hope you've enjoyed my backcountry edition of what I bring on a day hike with me. And of course, if you've enjoyed this video, give it a like and a subscribe, and I'll look forward to more content like this in the future. Thanks, guys.